Hey there, DC. I am so happy that you guys are doing the voting because these stories and these rescue heroes, oh my gosh, every single one of them is so amazing that I don't know how people are gonna vote. Like, you guys are incredible. We loved our visit with you and getting to hug and squeeze you guys and hear the stories for ourselves. I'm still like in bliss heaven right now about it all. All right, so here are the finalists that everyone voted in. This is you guys telling your stories, and now all of your fur babies are in the running to be voted as America's Best Rescue Hero, which we all know they all are, but we're just having some fun here to get the awareness out to really change that stigma of who rescue animals truly are. So let's go.
She was found on the side of the road in Georgia with 5 pups in tow on a country, like just dirt road that somebody saw her on. And they noticed that her one paw was somewhat deformed, and then the other one had no toes or anything, and she really wasn't using that leg. And our rescue partners that are down in Georgia scooped her up, got her healthy, at least checked her out and everything, and got in touch with our organization, which is Canine Lifesavers. So we started doing water therapy with her, laser therapy. She was getting dry needling. And we just noticed the bond that we had with her and how we were like, man, she is a fighter. Like, how can you not take this dog who was found on the side of a road with 5 pups? Who knows what her story was, whether she was born this way or she got hit by a car. They weren't sure of all the, how or what happened to her. And to just see the resilience that she had, and I'm like, why, God, dogs have this. She had nothing. And, people could just have that. What a difference it makes to say, look how strong you could be for anything. And so just going through the water therapy and making connections with different people and the different vets and vet techs that we were working with, everybody was just really amazed with her story and how she brought our pack together. She got this guy who she loves, Ovi, just to kind of chill out a little bit, took away some of his anxiety. This guy and her are like brother, sister. They play and they do all that fun stuff. And she just, she just shows you that you can have fight and the goodness.
Not give up.
Not give up.
Probably hurting every single day.
And just working with her and doing the therapy and things like that has just brought all of us together as a pack. You know what I mean? Like, they get so excited. We first put her first brace on, and we document her first walk with them. These guys were like, yeah, come on, sis, let's go. Come on, Lolly, let's do it. And it's funny to see them, just rally around her and do it. So it brought the pack together. It was amazing. She's got more patience. She's not a super patient person. I've got a little bit more.
I'm not.
But with her, like watching her in the backyard when we first started training her how to use that brace, she would literally was holding her the entire time, and it would just like, all right, Lolly, and would move her back legs and then move her front leg. And I've never seen her take that much time and patience to just be like, wow, look at, I just kind of sat back and was like filming, like, wow, like she usually doesn't have it. She's like, all right, just walk, would you? But she's took her time with her and just like was really working with her. It was like, wow, that changed her a lot because she doesn't have that patience. So they enrich our lives more than we really think they do. We just think, oh, their dogs are companions, but they can change you. It's given her the courage to just step out on her own with what she does with real estate and stuff, and she's always been with her group. She's like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I said,
make a move.
Make a move.
By myself. I'm going to do it.
What do you have to lose?
You can do it, girl. I can do it. We can all do it.
And she's been waiting for like 3 years. She's been teetering with that decision. And I think, again, dealing with her and all the dogs, but especially with her because she takes a little bit extra effort, that she's like, well, why can't I put in the extra effort? She does it every day. So, I said, do it.
And the compassion is I think the huge thing is just taught. I mean, I think we are pretty compassionate people, but just teaches us more to be better for other people, and do better and give our all and give our best to our furry population, those in need, and be more compassionate too with our fellow man and woman.
We got blessed with Shelby. She was donated to us, or to him, as a service dog to assist him on his everyday adventures. So we thought we needed to get a friend for him.
I think it's been, actually, I think it's been a major experience, being a veteran with PTSD and my own dog. I've seen the days where she's come home and had a really bad day, and just him being there has been a major experience. She'll have a bad day and he just immediately, will come over and, he knows, and he will come over and, put just him wiggling his nub, will put that smile on her face, and you can tell that it just lifts everything off of the weight.
Stress just melts away.
Him being in her life just seems like it's completely transitioned her life, and transitioned everything for her. Their therapy dog work that they do has been such an amazing experience for her, and both of them, really. I mean, they've really rescued each other. To see what they've both become is such I'm so proud. It's such a special experience for me to see what they do.
I wanted to do something to give back, and he allowed me to have that chance to give back to the community, to give back to my neighborhood, to give back to everywhere, schools, and help others so much that, I've watched her help him so much that he helped me help others. We've been chasing dreams and just making everyone happy at the same time as making me. It amazes me every time I watch. I'm excited and I feel great every time we go into a therapy dog event, just to see the happiness from kids to adults and people that are terrified of dogs, especially black dogs or pit bulls even, that they can sit there and pet him and sit there with him and have a happy face as well. It makes me even more happy and just gives me the joy that I've always wanted. I always want to make other people happy, and I've always been the class clown, I guess you can say. And if I'm joking, it's making someone else happy, which makes me happy. So if everyone around me is happy, then I'm good. And just purely, it all started with her saving him and the happiness and the daily change that she's made. I know dogs are just amazing, and they don't judge. They just want to show you love, and I don't care who you are. I want to love you. And I'm like, wow, he really doesn't care if this student had bad grades, or if this kid's a bully, or if that kid, committed a crime, or if this one is saving lives, or he doesn't care. That inspired me to look the same way. I feel like I should start looking. I'm like, I don't care what you've done. It shouldn't define you, who you are. And I hope, people would say the same thing for him. Don't look at, and I mean myself as well, don't look at us from where we come from, look at what we're doing. Dogs are the only people that will definitely love you more than they'll love themselves.
I myself have not been able to donate blood. I tried once and it did not go very well. So being able to kind of do that through Kubaka is a nice experience. Between 1 and 2 years now, and he's donated over a gallon of blood by this point. And there's some dogs that have been in the program for a very long time that have donated multiple gallons of blood. So it's a really cool thing. And each donation, each time we go, they take a half pint, and that's enough. They split out the blood products, and that's enough to save up to 4 dogs. So he's literally a little hero because he saves little doggy lives. He loves going everywhere and meeting everybody and doing stuff. It just kind of adds a level of happiness and calmness. It's really fun when we go to the vet. Normally going to the vet isn't a fun thing, but it's just seeing his joy of his excitement when we walk in the door, and he can't contain it, so he's just kind of doing the oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It just makes mundane things fun. It's not even anything that's just completely over the top. It's when we there's a few places we like to go to. There's a pizza place we like to go to where they have outdoor seating and you can take your dogs with you, and just their happiness being there and being we're hanging out. And then people, because he's so unique looking, people will want to come up and pet him, and he's just everybody wants to pet me and love on me, and oh my gosh, the world is such a great place. So it's not anything particularly spectacular. It's just even the mundane things are just very exciting to him. places we like to go to, like there's a pizza place we like to go to where they have outdoor seating and you can take your dogs with you, and just their happiness being there and being like, we're hanging out. And then people, because he's so unique looking, people will want to come up and pet him, and he's just like, everybody wants to pet me and love on me, and oh my gosh, like the world is such a great place. So it's not like anything particularly spectacular, it's just even the mundane things are just very exciting to him. It definitely helps to try to look at things a little bit like more positively, especially for me because I have a lot of anxiety, so for me sometimes the world's a very scary place and I don't want to deal with it, but he's definitely a calming influence. It's actually really fun when we go to the vet. I mean, normally going to the vet isn't a fun thing, but it's just like seeing his joy of like his excitement when we like walk in the door and he like can't contain it, so he's just kind of doing the like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like, it just makes mundane things fun. Like, it's not even anything that's just completely over the top, you know. It's when we, there's a few places we like to go to, like there's a pizza place we like to go to where they have outdoor seating and you can take your dogs with you, and just their happiness being there and being like, we're hanging out. And then people, because he's so unique looking, people will want to come up and pet him, and he's just like, everybody wants to pet me and love on me, and oh my gosh, like the world is such a great place. So it's not like anything particularly spectacular, it's just even the mundane things are just very exciting to him.
I had a dog for 15 years and he was wonderful. And we were nervous about adopting again because Zachary has autism. He's very sensitive to animals. And we saw Lily and I was like, she's so sweet. And the rescue we adopted from Dragon Paws, one of their people has kids with autism, so they knew. The first night she came to visit, she went right up to Zachary and just sat very calmly in front of him. And I was like, this is it, this is the dog. And she's just been perfect. She's a little runaway. She runs all the time, but she is very sweet and calm. She's good with the boys. She just right away like completed our family. So we're very lucky. He was afraid of dogs. He was afraid of cats. He loves farm animals. But he would get scared and nervous around animals. And even though she's a little wild sometimes, with him, she's very calm. And he loves her. And that first night the fosters brought her over, we were just doing like a test visit, and she was so good with him. And when she was going to leave and go back to her foster home, he like welled up and was like, stay here. And I was like, oh, this is huge. This is so incredible. What time is it when we open her crate? It's crazy puppy time, that's right.
She's a lot happier now. She likes to take her out for walks all the time, and she likes the walks too. And both of them are happier than before.
Yeah.
It was not expected. I never wanted all of this attention. I don't really like all of this attention, but people wanted to see him and they wanted to know his story and follow his story. And I continued to share his story, and it was just amazing to see how much he actually was the one doing the inspiring. And I was inspired by him, and then to hear all of the other people that follow him talk about their difficulties in their own life and how they watch Trotter and it makes their struggles seem so effortless and minuscule compared to what he goes through. I know what we have to do to care for him, so for other people, when you see them with their own difficulties, you can't put yourself in their position. And with Trotter, like, I totally understand how much they have to do, just things that you take for granted. It makes you really understand how that can change someone and what they go through every day when you never experienced it yourself. Sometimes you can easily overlook that. There is just something about Trotter. He was our 23rd foster, and it was almost immediately when Trotter came to us. Within a few weeks, my husband said, no, he's not going anywhere, we're keeping him. I think my husband, just to see everything that I just explained, just the carefree, how much Trotter he just wants to live and be free and do what he wants, and he does. I mean, granted, he has some limitations and we kind of assist him with things, but my husband has really taken to him, and even though we had fostered a lot of animals before, Trotter is his pride and joy. He really is. Trotter's always something that he can come home to, and no matter what type of day you have, you look at him and like, how can you be upset about anything? Because you have this happy guy that's right there and just, play with me, Daddy. Let's play fetch, let's play tug, take me outside, where's my snacks? So you cannot have a bad day. So I think he is a stress relief for my husband. Trotter made us understand the need to try to help dogs like him. People have told us he should have been euthanized, and my husband has gotten in arguments over people like, you've never met Trotter. You can't say that because you don't know the kind of life he has. He's happier or just as happy than the other animals that I have. Just because he doesn't do what you think he should do doesn't mean he's not doing what he wants to do.
If you like this video and you want to hear more Rescued Hero stories throughout the summer, don't forget to follow us along on our tour here on our YouTube channel, and also check us out on Facebook and Instagram.